I think I'm on. Last time I didn't record one of my other shows. I didn't record it, so I'm making sure I'm recording it. It's recorded. I think we're on live on YouTube. Hello, welcome to the Super Organizer. I forgot my water. I think I'm on. I forgot my water. I have no water hidden. I should have some water hidden over here. Just I'm gonna go get some water because I need my water. But hi, Mom. We give you guys a chance to come on in the chat room. We're talking linens and towels. It's the Super Organizer Get Organized Life question and answer, live question and answer series I've been doing. It's been a lot of fun. So I'm gonna let you guys. I'm gonna grab my water because I have to have some water, or else I'll go crazy. I need some water. I usually have coffee or tea, but I don't have any of that right now. So I usually have coffee or tea, but I don't have that right now. So I got my water. Hello, Kirsten Hope, folks. Welcome. The water over there. So I'll spill it everywhere, so I can have space for myself. All right, we're here. Yes, this is the question live answer thing we're doing, asking questions. We're talking linens and towels and linens. That's washcloths, rags, kitchen, bathroom, and kind of stuff, towels. Bedding. Yes, bedding. We're going to talk about it. The other series I've done, which were junk drawers, travel and toiletry bags. There's a couple. I don't know if I'll do a couple of these. Toiletry bags, clothes, and emails are all available on this channel, Super Organizer. So I mean, it's just channel JLJ Media. Or you can also go to the Super Organizer show, the SRS show with James Lott Jr. And they're in the audio versions of that too. So you can listen or watch. The junk drawer one and toiletry I would actually watch because I actually go through a junk drawer and talk about it. These have been fun. I've been having a lot of fun with these. We're gonna talk about it. I have a hat on because my hair is acting up, but I'm trying to kind of cute, kind of. I don't know what's going on there. There we go. And cute. We're gonna talk about it. So linens and towels. I'll get started. Linens and towels are something we don't think about. For a while, it's been a while I think about them too, because it's something we use every day, right? It is a useful thing we use every day, especially, oh, my hair is off on my, especially in the bathroom, and especially on our bed. We use sheets every day. We use towels every day, washcloths, everything, every single day. So they get a use. They get used, they get used, they get used, they get used. And one of the things I will talk about is actually when they get worn out, what to do with them. But in the meantime, you want to keep them going, keep them fresh. So there's like a storage component, and then also a what do we keep and how long do we keep it component. Now, linens and towels can last a long time. Now, I'm a person who likes to make sure I wash my things really nicely. I wash them in cold and warm water. I wash them with fabric softener and good detergents so that they actually stay fluffy. I'm a person who likes big fluffy towels. That's just me. I've had bad towels. I know, Fred. I'll tell you a little secret. So for me, Broyhill brand, they don't support my show or anything. They're not. I'm not a product placement thing, but you can if you want to. Broyhill, I'll be a sponsor. They have these great towels for really inexpensive prices at Big Lots. I guess Broyhill's now the Big Lots brand. And they have these I first got their washcloths. They were my favorite. So thick and fluffy. I don't have any over here, but I should have brought it. I don't towels over here either. But I asked them, towels and hand towels, they stay fluffy, wash after wash. But again, I'll take care of them and I wash them nicely and I put them in stuff. So it's really, really, they're really nice. But even if you don't have lots of stuff, even if your towels aren't fancy or whatever, still taking care of them and washing them on a regular basis, making sure they dry correctly will have them last longer. They do run out, of course, and run low. Run out. Um, something that I do with my clothes. I talked about this before, my clothes segment is rotate. Because when it comes to towels and linens, a lot of times we'll go for the same ones. Same 3 or 4. We wash those 3 or 4 and then put them back out. Same 3 or 4, any of the same ones. Now I'm trying, since the pandemic 2 years ago, I'm home more and everything. I have like 12 towels, 10 to 12 towels. I'm trying to make sure I use all of them, that I rotate using all of them. That helps. Here we go. That helps last longer. Okay, so I got rid of these people. I hate this. All these bots or whatever coming on here. I'll go over here. I have to watch the chat room to these weird people. I rotate. It's all about rotation, so that everyone gets used, and actually helps you keep things last longer. Clothes, shoes, all that stuff. When you just use it evenly, or close to evenly, then they last a lot longer. Sheets are funny because I never thought about sheets before. Towels are much more meaty because I'm in the shower and that's the towels and everything. But I always, with sheets especially, I never really realized when they were bad. Or like when they go bad, kind of like I catch it later. Yeah, it's just so funny to me. I wasn't really paying attention, I guess. I don't know. But at one point I had and I don't know if those are sheets, because sheets are like socks sometimes. Okay, so I have a set of sheets, but I have 2 fitted sheet sets and no flat sheets, or I have like one pillowcase and of some weird thing, and we don't know where that came from. I don't know if it's because sometimes the sheets go bad and I'll keep the pillowcase because it's like I like it. It's still good. I know we're afraid to throw stuff out sometimes. It's funny, we think the things that we'll keep. And you're like, well, I guess I don't really need it. It's a pillowcase that's still good, but do you keep it because it's the only one left? Usually it's no sentimental value in it. Usually just like, well, I just kept it because it's still good. I say get rid of them. I say if you're a grown up over the age of 30, you should have matching everything. Everything should match if you can. I know, and I mean, maybe people go, well, I'm not rich. I keep what I can. I get that also. If you can't, then keep it. But if you actually can, and the pillowcases usually are like $29, $20, $2, $2.99, $3 somewhere. If you can, have a matching set of pillowcases. Try to have a matching set of sheets. That's just kind of how I feel that way. I really do. I don't think it's anything bougie or nothing. I just think it's just something you should have. You're a grown up. Everything should match. It looks nice. Everything should match. That's just me. I just think it's a great thing. So the other ones, and I'll tell you, put them aside. We have anything mismatched, and I'll explain to you what we will do with those later. We're not going to throw them out. As I said, throw them out. We're not going to throw them out. We're going to save them for something else. So I'll tell you that that's something that we'll save that. But go through your linens and just go, okay, what's not matching? Set aside so it's not matching and try to get a set that matches. I say you should have at least 2 sets that match of sheets. I'm now up to 4 sets of sheets. One was given to me, so I have 3 sets and a set for Christmas. I like that. The more the merrier, because they just rotate them out. Someone asked me before I came here, how often do I change my sheets? It depends. Depends on the weather. It's like it depends on the weather. It depends on if you're sick or not. To me, if you're sick, change sheets. You should change sheets more often. Sometimes it's you get stuff on it. You eat from bed or makeup or something like you want to change the sheets. Sweaty, whatever you like, it's all kind of stuff. But I feel like for me, I change sheets about every 4 days or so. I guess I'm not trying to think, but about every 4 days, I rotate them out. But every 4 days, I think, yeah. So I guess that's almost twice a week. I have people who want to do it once a week, and that depends. Like if I'm hardly home and not, and also depends on it depends on. Okay, so we'll say it again. So it depends on weather, spillage. We'll say spillage, wear and tear. We'll just say it that way. Um, but you know what else that could mean also? A hem, sex. Visitors. If there's a visitor over, always change sheets after they leave. Or before I always change sheets before they come and after they leave. Um, I said weather. Sickness. I change them frequently because I don't want to live in it. I'm going to wash those sheets. And sometimes you can't help it. If you have night sweats and things, it just happens. You have to change sheets. So, so me about twice a week. Oh, and frequency and frequency sleeping. Frequency in it. Because if I go out of town, I'm not going to change the sheet. If I was out of town for 3 or 4 days, and I come back, I'm going to change the sheets. Now, what I do is when I leave for town, and we're gone for a while, no matter how long we're gone, I make sure I change my sheets. I have fresh sheets when I come home. So I change my sheets before I go to bed, before I leave. I leave town. Fresh sheets when you get home. I love it. So I do that. I'm writing this down. Because one day I'm going to put this in something, put this in a book or something. But either way, you won't have enough sheets. And I don't like doing a lot of laundry. I don't want to do a lot of laundry. I just don't want to do that. I don't want to do that all the time. So that's it's just a great thing to have that. So you look at the sheets, you want to make sure there's any holes in them, like major holes, major stains. Again, if you're a grown up and you have the money. If you don't have the money, I understand. But if you have the money and can do it, and there's sheets, you don't have to get expensive sheets. There are sheets I get that are just fine. I don't need that. Now I do have a pair of. I do have I think 1,100 thread count sheets are really nice. So it gives me as a gift. But my other sheets sets I think are probably 300 count or whatever. They're not that expensive. You can find sheets anywhere just about. And the point is, hopefully they're comfortable to you. I mean, also, but there's always sales on sheets during certain times of the year. But I just feel like if you have the money, if you have the resources, you should be okay. Get a couple of sets, and then rotate them. Continuously rotate them so that they all get used. Mm-hmm. That's what I always say. So they all get used. It's a great thing. So minus all that. So you got sheets. You got 2 or 4 sets, whatever. Then you have towels, and you have your towels. So you have that too. Now the thing is, how do you want to store them? Right? That's another. Are they back? Remove. I'm sorry. I'm trying to hide user in this channel. That's what I meant to do. There we go. I was like, how do I do this? Towels. That's it. Okay, so I'm hiding the person. Okay. There we go. These are things you do when you're live. So you guys are listening to this, I'm live right now. So I'm going through having to deal with people who come in who are not belong there. So you have towels and sheets. You have all of them. You do fine. You're washing them, whatever. Sheets, I fold regular sheet ways and put them away. So I'm not going to talk about the folding of that. Enough that. Find a drawer, put them in there. Towels are another thing, because towels are what you need. See, sheets you don't need all the time. Towels need to be accessible. I have a rack by my shower and tub, and so because I feel like I'm in a resort, I guess, or something. I like to roll my towels. So, for example, this is my big towels. Not Broad Hill, but I love it. It's Threshold. Threshold's good too. Big towels. And so I fold them like this. And then I do sideways. And then I roll. I'm a roller. That's the best one. But I'm a roller. But they look like this usually when you're sitting somewhere. are usually this way. So I roll. I have my favorite yellow Ralph Lauren. Now I'm putting all my expensive towels. I know I don't have likes, but I just happened to get this was a gift too. I didn't buy this. But I have my towels and they're together and they roll and they're easy to grab. When they're rolled, they're easy to grab. Easy to see and easy to grab. I like them. I like them rolled. And they make room. I think they're good in room. But I saw this once. People have baskets in their bathrooms, whatever. You just stick them in the basket. So they stand up. You just grab one and go. They're easy to grab. You want to take one out with you. Just have it already with you. I like the rolling method. Folding's fine. And folding works. And there's nothing bad with folding. And this will like it. But since it's my super organized show, I'm going with the whole rolling thing. I roll clothes. I roll those. Now, I don't roll, and this is weird because some people do. I don't really roll hand towels or face towels. I don't. Those I have flat. And again, this is Target. And I do them like this. So they look like this. And I have this side up front. So I can just grab it off the top. Same with this, fold it this way. If you're listening, you can see it online, you can see it online. But I have faced it forward, so I can just grab it. And it's just easier. They stack easier. Let's see. I do this. These are actually my rags. These aren't my hand towels anymore, my face towels anymore. They're my rags. But I just want to show you. It's they're like sandwiches. It's really easy. You just can grab them out. That's what I like about that when it comes to hand towels and Lott towels. And they're flat and they give a lot in there. And so to me, again, and those you use slightly less than a towel. So, well, hand towels you use the most because you're always washing your hands. Hopefully you're washing your hands, folks. Especially nowadays, I'll be doing that. But I really, okay. I like but you can. Some people do this too. Some people roll it up. They have the same thing. And it looks cute also. So, but on my rack, it actually looks better if they're rolling the top, flat in the middle, than I have toilet paper on the bottom. Because it's between my toilet and my shower and tub. So this rack is perfect. It's a perfect rack that I put in there. But so again, I like rolling. It looks cute. Easy to grab, easy to see everything. And use those towels, folks. Use those towels. Now, kitchen towels are another thing. I say you should have a drawer set aside for kitchen towels. I have a couple that are hanging out, so I can always grab them. I have one on my stove, so I have it on my stove. But those are folded usually this way or in squares in a drawer in my kitchen. I have a whole bunch of them. And I'm able to use them all the time. I use kitchen towels all the time. So that's something I think. So that's a little different than bathroom towels. Those you use almost as much. It depends on if you cook or not. If you splatter or cook, it really depends. And then I have a section for rags. I have a service porch. Some of you may have a mud room or a laundry room. I have a service porch where I have I use an old CD tower. This little thing, an old CD tower. And I made it into rags. So actually, if you go to my TikTok at James Lott Jr. and my How to Organize Under a Minute, I actually show it. That's one way of getting organized. There are old CD record racks, that CDs. I have some CDs that took out the cases right here. This is Gloria Estefan. That's Crystal Waters. Crystal Waters. I have a few laying around. But for the most part, I now use it for something else. So I repurposed an item, upcycled an item that I can actually use. So think about that too. If you don't have a rack, you're thinking, I don't have a rack in my room. There's an old CD tower that has like shelving, old shoe rack that has shelving, not the kinds that are for this type of shit. You might find a way. And even the shoe racks that have the lines where the shoes go in, you can actually have on the floor, you can have all the towels sticking out that are rolled. have them all sticking out of the shoe rack. Just have them sitting up, and they probably look really cute, and just grab it out the shoe rack. What's that? See, just thinking about stuff right now. Just thinking about that right now. I was thinking, it's a kid in my brain. So I'll use CD towers, shoe racks. So there's that. Thank you. And also the kind of the last kind of thing that we talk about is when, because I'm an organizer, so when to go through and purge. Again, you have to really look at what you have. Obviously, you have no top sheet, and you only have one. Before you get another one, you can't really get rid of that one. You should get another one first, then get rid of the old one. Old sheets, old towels that are big enough. My suggestion always is donate them to animal shelters. There are a lot of dog and cat shelters where the dogs and cats are on concrete or marble. They're on cold floors or floors that are not the most comfortable. Because the shelters do what they can. They do what they can. They do the best they can. We love them for taking them in. Our dogs are always rescue dogs in our family. But sometimes you need a little something for them. We need to wash them. So you need more stuff. So take your old towels and sheets and give it to them. Let them handle it. They'll figure it out. They'll figure out what to do with it. It's a great idea for stuff. It's like you should really look into that and just pass it along. Now, when it comes to old towels and how they become rags, for example, this was a washcloth. This washcloth actually was a whole different color. It's a whole different color. And now it's been bleached, and because I've done so many different washes with it, I've used it so much. I'm actually going to retire it. So it's just not. I don't want it anymore because I have these kind now. These are other X washcloths I've made to rags that are decent. You can use this for rags. These are like these. This one. Yeah, at some point, you rotate them out. You hold on to enough, not 10,000 of them, but a few. That's just small. So this won't really, I'm not going to donate it. So I'm going to just throw it away. Unfortunately. It won't really do anything. But then I have old towels, like this size, you can either give to animal shelters or I keep for myself. Sometimes for larger jobs or for cars or things, when I wipe something down, it's lost its fluffiness. It's not as good anymore. I completely just hold on to it as a rag. And I do that. Sometimes you cut these in half, tear them apart, and make them into 2 rags, which I do sometimes also. Now, some folks use shirts, old t-shirts. I used to also, because again, it's the texture. Sometimes the thicker is good for certain things, and sometimes you want something thinner. So for me, I don't use those shirts anymore. I know some folks who do. They rip them into halves, thirds. I don't see anything wrong with it. I just don't. I donate my shirts. I do. I just donate my shirts. Well, if they have stains on if they have a lot of stains on, they're oversized and stuff. A lot of times I will throw them out. I have enough rags. That's what you want to start hoarding rags, because that's the other problem too. Is all of a sudden you have bags of rags that you don't even use enough of using a rag. So it's like I don't want 10,000 rags. I just want a few to have when I need them for spills and stuff, wipe ups, cleaning off stuff. The shirts are fine. I have no feeling against shirts. For me, I don't tear up shirts anymore and keep them. I like thicker rags for the stuff that I need, the jobs that I use around the house and outside calls for a thicker rag. Some like the thinner for other reasons. So to me, I know the super organizer, no definitive feeling about that. So that is, I think, everything I was going to talk about linen and towels. And so there's no one really in here live at the moment to ask me questions like that, any questions about this stuff. So I'm going to end it here. Not a nice little half hour. Okay, a nice little half hour. So hopefully for you, that helps you a little bit. I hope that gives you a little something to chew on, something to think about when it comes to your needs in that area. Let's see in a second. was just writing something down. The next one, I don't know what the next one is yet. You follow me at James Lott Jr. everywhere, or the Super O, or the SOS show on the various platforms to find out when the next show is. And I will get that back to you with the dates coming up soon. It'll be next week, I believe, sometime early next week. I gotta figure out what the next topic is. Next week, papers we're going to do. People ask about papers. We're going to do at the very end. But yeah, another one's coming up, and I got to figure out which one's going to be. I'll let you guys know exactly what it is. I'm a super organizer. I'm James Lott Jr. Thanks for joining me this Wednesday evening. And hopefully this is useful to you. You can continue asking me questions you like below, and I will answer them. And everyone, please just be careful. Try not to hoard. Pass along what you're not using to the world. We're all part of the village.